Hello, my name is John McClure of Reverend and the Makers. You may know me from Reverend and the Makers, or even my famous relative Doug. What it is I've wrote a book. It's called The World Is Round. However, my brother Chris.
Hello.
Reverend and the Makers guitarist Ed.
Hello.
And my pal who, for the purposes of this podcast, we're going to call Eric.
Hello.
Keep interrupting me. It's called The World Is Round. I hope you enjoy.
Because the world is round, it turns me on. Because the world is round.
You ready? You ready?
What is it? Tell it me before we start.
We've started.
What is it?
Chapter 14.
Yeah.
Well, world is round.
Why are you getting me to present this while you tell me and then I present it?
Just do it.
Every time
Oh,
you tell me.
well,
Go on, what is it?
Just do it, it's good.
Chapter world is round.
Yeah.
Chapter 14.
Yeah.
Australia 2013. Kim Valentine.
The world is round. Chapter 13.
14.
Chapter 14. Australia 2013. Kim Valentine.
Come on,
I
Chris.
couldn't understand why that was tricky though, 14, 13.
Oh, no, I haven't, Shan.
Close-
13,
close-
14.
Yeah, close numbers.
I know my chapters from my ears.
Take the cap off, Chris. You look ridiculous. And in fact, Eddie, take a photo of him in that for the podcast because you look absolutely ridiculous in that cap, Chris.
That'll be Eric's cap, by the way.
Eric's cap. Oh yeah, Eric's cap. Yeah. I go on as though I hate Blighty, don't I? And I don't. True, there are things about the way we go off back home and the government and the weather that I don't like, but in the main, Britain is amazing nonetheless. After all, we gave the world the codified rules of modern football, born out of a potting shed in Sheffield. We gave them the Beatles, the pedal cycle, the electromagnet and the steam locomotive. It was we, the British, who betrothed to the earth the incandescent light bulb, the computer and the jet engine. Very good, aren't we?
That is a good scene.
There's loads more. Like I watched a programme over there called The British. Like, I know I slagged this country off, but we're phenomenal at like so many things historically.
Inventing stuff.
Just everything. Like we're just
Engineering
culturally
wise.
like. After war, we as a power we were spent really, but as cultural outputs for size of islands, mental. There's only really
Isn't it
Jamaica.
because English is the global language though? Is that why we're so culturally important?
And we went and pillaged everyone and got all the riches.
There's a legacy, definitely, but moreover than that, like our cultural outputs. All right, so the French or the Spanish, let's say, who had comparable empires, yeah, in terms of size, scope, breadth of geographical width, and all that round the globe, yeah. Our culture's infinitely more powerful than theirs in the last 100 years. All right,
Yeah,
America's first language is English, which amplifies it, perhaps, but
That's what it is, surely.
I just think I still think we're just, football, cricket.
Language spoken around the world, though, doesn't detract from what the people on this island have done. Invented and created. And
For the size of
the whole Industrial Revolution, for a start.
Yeah.
That was this country. It was nowhere else in the world before it, which is pretty phenomenal.
we were first people to send kids up chimneys to die of lung cancer. Be proud,
Rule Britannia.
telling you. Australia too has given much of itself to the world. The boomerang, Aussie rules footy, Ugg boots, Vegemite, and the residents of Ramsey Street.
And Annalisa off Neighbours.
I'm there. Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
she were amazing.
I loved
I saw a photo of her recently.
I would say Annalisa from Neighbours were probably one of my first forays into masturbation.
I bet Luke Carpenter didn't know what I'd hit him when that script come through door that he was having an affair with her.
Yeah, what was that all
I
about?
bet he was just like, I've won at life. I'm Luke Carpenter and I get to
Oh,
kiss
he was a
Annalisa.
dude though, wasn't he? Luke Carpenter was a dude.
Yeah, but not on like to bed Annalisa, dude.
I liked Sarah as well. Remember Sarah? Dr.
Yeah.
Cole Kennedy had a bit with her.
Oh, she were right
Dark
nice.
hair.
Carl Kennedy became that pin-up, didn't
Up
And
the
a bit
hill.
of a Lothario, didn't
he?
he?
Yeah, he had it going on.
Had it going on. There you go.
I once saw him play at Walkabout in Sheffield.
I know he
Play a
played
gig.
it,
Hang
yeah.
on.
Play a gig.
Rewind.
Yeah, he did.
What's his real name?
Carl Kennedy.
Called fucking
It's called Carl Kennedy.
How dare you assume you call
No,
anything else?
he's in a band and he did
He
play
had a band,
walkabout.
and because the whole, obviously the Neighbours thing, he went round all the UK.
Perfect tour for Carl.
Does he
Walkabout
sing?
tour.
Yeah, sings and plays guitar.
Any good?
No, crap, but...
Who did you go here with?
Well, I don't know, it was years ago.
I like this to
Could've been
walk about
anybody.
this, staying on
It's just-
brand, innit?
just a
Well, that's a right tour to have, isn't
No,
it?
he had a band.
You had a band?
yeah. It was one of them, it was like a Friday night, and
Is he front man?
we didn't go to see him,
Yeah,
he was
he's-
just on, he was there.
Guitar and vocals, Carl Kennedy.
Yeah.
That's a lie, that. That's a lie. You went specifically to see him because...
No.
Oh, you didn't.
I think
Eddie didn't just end up in walkabout.
Hang about.
Well, no, when we were at uni, I think.
Neighbours is a
They
big
were
thing.
always cheap.
Neighbours is a big thing in Ed's house. Ed's dad taped Neighbours.
No one records Neighbours. I lost.
Did he take the 1:35 showing or the 5:35 showing?
I just think, I don't know.
Afternoon one.
Afternoon.
In the aftermath of...
140.
I know there were a
Semi-retired.
lot of disastrous things in the aftermath of September 11. But on a very much smaller scale, I lost track of Neighbours and never watched it again.
Why? The two things.
Never mind that it
related?
created massive instability all
Two
over
things
the world
related?
politically, but what?
Were the two things
Do you know
related?
Because it was like breaking news for 2 weeks, and the Neighbours run at half
Ah, they
5:35.
got cancelled.
And it got cancelled for 2 weeks, and that were it.
Do you know what was
the time
the
I
de-
got back on it, Lou Carpenter's dead.
Do you know what was the death of Neighbours? Moving to Channel
Channel 5 killed it.
Yeah, it did. No one's ever going to watch it.
That's when my dad stopped watching it.
Who was the best Neighbours pop star?
Can't even know.
Craig McLaughlin.
Nice.
Hey, Mona.
Chris looks like Craig McLaughlin.
Mona.
When he grows his hair, he looks like Craig McLaughlin, Chris.
My cousin Darren still calls me Craig.
Henry calls you.
Enric, is that where his name off?
Craig McLaughlin. What about Stephen Dennis?
So I was just going to say that.
Shit.
And then-
Who's Stephen Denny?
Paul Daniels. We're called Paul Daniels. That was his name.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Paul Daniels.
Have you been to there?
Ellen Daniels' son.
Is that where we're
Is that
going?
a good point
Is that
to
where
back to
we're
the
going?
story?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
The Neighbours have been on TV screens in Britain for over 30 years now, and I'm of the generation who watched it religiously when it was at its zenith. And so, whilst my trip here to conclude a series of interviews with music magazines about the new album won't afford me time to visit the Big Red of the Outback, Ayers Rock, the Great Barrier Reef or Bondi Beach,
to sell for Ramsey Street.
it's a tight schedule, Chris. I am hopeful that if I have a few hours to kill in Melbourne, I might make it to walk the famous Erinsborough pavement where Kylie first kissed Jason many moons ago.
Especially for you.
Especially for you.
Your lasses.
I'm going to tell you.
Right, sorry, I'm
Get on with
excited
it.
about this trip.
I've told you this, man. I've told you this before.
He's dressing it all up in verbosity. Just tell us what
That's what I do. That's what I do. I've done the Sydney Harbour Bridge, Opera House, Oxford Street, Get Pissed thing. I want Scott and Charlene, Ellen Daniels, Harold Bishop action. I've never been the demanding type, but I'm willing to go full-on Mariah Diva strop to get me wish.
Do you remember Bouncer's Dream?
Bounce it dog.
Yeah.
Bouncer's Dream.
The dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, the
There
dream
was
did
an episode
it.
where he had a dream.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, they had an
There was an
episode where
episode
Bouncer
where
had a
Bouncer
dream.
had a dream.
Bouncer had a dream. Bouncer had a dream. Why?
I've got no idea.
That's a bit psychedelic, isn't it?
Do you
I
remember
like whoever wrote that
Do you remember
episode.
the one when Harold went into the bush and... No, it wasn't Harold, it was Jim Robinson went into the bush and took the magic mushrooms.
What? No!
Don't you
I remember that.
Australian programmes are
Now
quite...
the twist.
Right,
Oh, yeah, have you ever...
Ever felt like this?
When strange things happen,
are you going round the twist?
Well, have you heard
Heard the word about the bird and the spider that jiggled and wiggled and wiggled inside her.
Oh.
Rain,
Have you ever
go
felt
away,
like this?
come again another day.
Basically, acid
You
in Australia's
can't.
class. That's the conclusion, isn't it?
You stole that bit of Rain, Rain, Go Away, didn't you? What's that song of yours? It's got that bit in
Silence is talking.
Yeah, silence, yeah.
Oh, well, I like a little
Was that
magpie.
George?
You did
Was that
like
No,
it.
do you know what is weird? They've got different type of magpies in Australia. I'm a magpie.
Have they?
That was my segue there.
Have they?
Magpie, they're like... You know, like ours are sort of rotund and a bit round. Theirs are like right pointy. Yeah.
They've
Aussie
got
magpie.
lots of different wildlife in Australia, haven't they? Because it's separate. The landmass separated much
Yeah,
earlier.
you can't-
Marsupials don't exist anywhere other than Australasia.
Marsupials, mate. You can't bring loads of stuff into Australia, can you? Because it's like...
Like elephants.
You can't bring
Pink
elephants.
elephants.
You can't bring pink elephants into Australia.
I had an even worse drug flight incident on way to Australia. I stopped at Abu Dhabi on way over, yeah, and I've got back in on plane, and I'm sat there with my hand in my pocket, sound like a right dick saying this, but it's true. Feeling, you know, like when you're like when your mum washes your jeans.
Was your hand actually down the front of your pants?
No, in my jeans, in my pocket. Knowing like your mum washes your jeans, or you like, I wash my own jeans, right? I didn't want to sound like that bloke that like my wife washes my jeans, but so I felt in corner, gone out and had one of them, and it's gone like into a little rocking corner of me. And I've walked around Abu Dhabi.
You'd have only got your head chopped off though, it wouldn't have been that bad.
Maybe his hands.
Oh, your hands, yeah.
Hands down, most stupid thing I've ever
Hands
done.
down.
Hands off.
I reckon they kill you for that. Do you for that?
Yeah, they would.
Cool. Groove Rider.
What did you do with it then? Just chuck it on floor? I'd have like chucked it 3 rows underneath.
Just got rid of it.
Put it somewhere for safekeeping.
Got rid of it, didn't I? We're a long flight, Chris. We're over India. There are about 10 hours to go. Right. Anyway, sorry. I've digressed, haven't I? I've dropped enough hints, though. They all know that I want to go. Lassiter's pal, the watering hole. I've mentioned it several times, preceding each bored-looking journalist, asking me the same shit. I'm a tourist after all. Eventually they relent. Nickel's been driving me around, has made a phone call to a mate and a mate. Next thing, we're on the motorway, up the hill. There's the sign. Grundy.
Oh,
It says Grundy as you go.
Reg
I
Grundy.
got very excited. I'm in the passenger seat, giddy as fuck. Made up at my discovery that they filmed Cell Block H at the same place. I'll tell me mum, she loves Cell Block H. I made a mental note because I'm a sad bastard. But Nick has seen me coming. The record label back in the UK had told him I was a fan. I wasn't, in truth. I've not watched it in years, since it went to Channel 5, Ed. Evidently.
There you go.
This was me revelling in my own nostalgia. I wanted that homely feeling of being home from school, news round me, Christian and Guru Murphy's just gone off, and Neighbours is on. My tea's cooking, rose tinted bollocks.
Nice.
Now-
Always the way, always the way.
I'm going to say this now,
News
you're
round.
going to have to, I want you to pick a side. You were either a CITV kid, or you were a BBC kid.
BBC.
Obviously.
Unanimous.
I were BBC until 5:10, but Blue Peter can fuck right off.
Yeah. but
Blue
that Home and
Peter,
Away-
it was
Home and
short,
Away
short,
was
wasn't it?
Depending who presenters were.
At 10
You
past
gotta
5,
look at how his herbs are growing in garden.
Yeah.
5,
10 past 5, you put ITV
Home
on,
and Away.
home and away.
Yeah.
25 to
then you went
6.
to Neighbours.
You have
we
Neighbours on.
belong together.
Then you let your mum and dad watch news and have your tea.
At 6 o'clock, yeah.
Bang.
6 o'clock news.
Game on.
But 6 o'clock news on BBC or 6 o'clock news on ITV?
BBC.
Always.
BBC.
Always.
Come on, John, we've got a surprise for you, mate.
Was that an Australian accent?
Do it again.
Yeah.
It's from
Come-
Wolverhampton.
Come on,
John.
All right, hang on.
Come on, John.
You put me off now. You can't. Right, yeah. Come on, John.
Surprise for
Come on,
you.
John, mate.
Come on,
Got
John.
off the Birmingham, got off the Blues in Birmingham.
This is Aussie, mate. Ready?
Got a surprise for you.
Come on, John. We've got a surprise for you, mate.
Right.
Smiles Nick as I follow him inside the hangar. And there we are, on set,
Wow.
behind the cameras as they're filming actual episodes.
No way.
Wow.
Telling you. I'm not fazed by other musicians because I've seen how the magic's done. I've been behind the curtain. But with TV, film or sport, I'm still a fan. It's a mystery that remains intact. I'm spellbound as Dr. Carl Kennedy's estranged wife, Susan, argues with an unknown character inches from my face.
You met Susan?
I didn't meet her, she was filming, I watched the film. As close as I am to you now, mate, Susan. But while she was filming, so it went out. I watched it. I was there. Witness to history. Big that, innit?
Yeah. Like on the Tiananmen Square or something, isn't it?
Then suddenly, it's like what?
It's on an absolute level with that, isn't it?
Like in the Tiananmen
Like
Square when they
Tiananmen
held it up and all that.
All right, maybe
Tanks
not.
rolling.
All right, maybe not.
Maybe not that
On a
momentous.
personal level, I was bed up. Then suddenly, there she is, the object of my adolescent crush, in the flesh, stood right before me. She's every bit as beautiful as I'd imagined. I'm losing my shit.
Bouncer.
I can't help it.
Always been a sick fuck, haven't
Back to the dogs again, aren't we?
you? Dogs! We got a dog theme going on. That's what we're doing in that fucking Uruguayan jungle.
It's always been a sick fuck. I love you too. Oh, dear me. Oh, I'm losing my shit. I can't help it. I call out, Libby,
You never did.
before I can hold it back.
You shouted her.
Yeah, shout it.
In a character name.
Smooth.
Fuck, that's not even a name. I think as the rouge flushes my cheek, she's smiling, but I'm embarrassed now.
It's the rouge flushes my cheek.
Yeah, the red. You know,
It's nice.
I thought I'd just chuck a bit of French in there.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, a bit Delboy that way, isn't it? Do you like that? I think as the rouge flushes my cheek, she's smiling, but I'm embarrassed now, you see. She's just a bit older than me, and back in the day she was right up there with Jet from Gladiators as my chosen celebrity crush.
Jet from Gladiators, now you're talking.
Used to love Jet from Gladiators, mate.
I'm not down with Libby, but...
Chris and Tom used to be in love with one of the contestants who won. She was a Scouse bird called Eunice Nightheart.
Eunice O'Hart or something like that.
Eunice.
Remember Eunice?
Oh, yeah. She became a gladiator afterwards.
What was the Gladiator name?
Eunice.
Can't remember, but she did, yeah. When
She was that good, I'm
they
impressed.
brought it back a bit later on, she was one at Gladiators.
You don't meet many Eunices, do you? Don't think I've ever
Only
met a
one
Eunice.
Good name,
Eunice.
innit? It's a good name.
Do you?
No, there were only one unit. I mean.
You see, Kim Valentine was just a bit older than me, and back in the day she was right up there with Jet from Gladiators as my chosen celebrity crush. Now this, I never anticipated this. Thankfully Nick interjects. Oh, I've got to do Australian again. This is Kim Valentine. Kim, this is John McClure from Reverend and the Makers.
Is that what you said?
I know, I wondered that's for
No,
a party.
I'm
Next
feeling
party.
it's getting a bit weird, so he's like Kim Valentine, John McClure.
Oh, is that real? Is that who Kim Valentine is, Libby?
A chair of the band.
Well,
What? It's a cool name, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, hang on. Can I just say, I've just looked on Wikipedia. Eunice Hutzhart came back as her own gladiator called Blaze.
Blaze. I know what that is.
Can I have a, can I have a look
smoke.
at her? Can I have a look at her on Google Images?
She smoked loads of bud.
Like to Blaze.
Mate, you've never seen a woman do
Yeah,
a
I
eliminator like her. Look, sure, right?
I'm
Stunning
not
old
sure she
Eunice.
was. Really.
Look at Falcon. I could never get over Falcon.
You've already...
Well, let me look at you. Look, she was pretty Eunice in face.
She's a bit of an Anne Diamond.
And Diamond.
She was my first crush. Anne Diamond.
You joke?
Who's Anne
I
Diamond?
loved Anne Diamond.
He was tossing over it the same week he went to watch James in 1989 when he was 12.
Dirty Eric.
Thankfully, Nick interjects. This is Kim Valentine. Kim, this is John McClure from Reverend and the Makers. I begin to wonder why he mentioned the band the way he did. Struck me as odd. Is she a fan then? Do we even have fans here? Well, we must do, or why else would he phrase it so? Now I'm striding forward with confidence.
So she did like the band.
It was a funny thing to say, weren't it?
What did she say? Tell me again.
He said, John, this is Kim Valentine. Kim Valentine, this is John from Reverend and the Makers.
And she said,
Who has been your strangest fan?
Prince Harry.
Prince Harry don't like Reverend Makers.
There was an article, I've got it, my mum's got it in that box at home, that see-through box what she keeps in wardrobe, right, and it were in Scum, right, and in the Scum it said, the Queen has put her foot down this weekend banning Prince Harry and girlfriend Chelsea Davy from attending Leeds Festival where they were due to go and watch their favourite band, Reverend and the Makers.
No way.
no.
Am I right, Ed?
You're right.
I'm right, Prince Harry loves it, mate. He's the only one I'd saved come Revolution now, because of
He
that.
can have his bedroom decorated. He can have what he wants.
When they paint Buckingham Palace,
Put
yeah.
them luminous stars on roof and what, he can have what.
He's not a toddler, Chris, he's like
Yeah,
30-year-old.
He's grown up. I always see him as like being 10.
Who's his girlfriend now?
Chelsea.
No, he's
no, he's got that
she's absolutely
that
beautiful.
black girl in it, and they've been really racist about her, haven't they? And they've been
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
him.
Surprising.
One thing I did like is Buckingham Palace issued a statement telling press that you need to like pack it.
I
in
don't
with
mind
racist
Charles,
things.
me.
Nice one. Why?
He's alright, he just seems to speak out about certain matters.
Talks to plants, doesn't he?
I think he's got some good points, Charles, but I think probably on the whole he's not. He's just another royal, isn't he? He's a bit of an environmentalist, but that's about it, isn't it?
I struggle when he
I
does.
like he's coming out and
I'm
saying,
not wrong, I don't want to go for a pint with Moreau, but he seems alright.
have a pint with him.
He favours medical marijuana for NHS, which I like about him, and his environmental causes are good. I don't like it when he's like in Middle East talking to loads of like brutal dictatorships and stuff.
Does he have to do that as part of his duties, though?
Maybe.
That's part of job description. though,
Job
innit?
spec.
Job spec. Sorry, I'm just I'm deforming Eric's cap.
Fucking hell.
Now I'm striding forward with confidence. I'm holding out my hand for a shake.
Yeah, okay.
What a moment. A meeting of artistic minds. The actress and the musician. I'm readying myself for the next line. I'm feeling smooth. On the other side of the world, stood backstage on set and... Oh God. No. She is. No, surely not. She is, you know.
Married.
Have you got lots of
Dots.
ellipses?
Yeah. She's handing me a signed postcard of herself.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I
Valentine.
accept it in slow motion. I'm beginning to feel like one of them pensioners who'll go on coach trips to Coronation Street or Emmerdale Farm.
Did you have a signed copy of State of Things in your back
No,
pocket? or
fuck
anything?
no. I thought she'd do well with her. I was like, oh, this is mega. We once took my grandma to Emmerdale Farm and she got Eric Pollard's autograph on an old bus ticket and kept it forever in the top drawer of the bureau.
I've met Trevor Jordash
From Brookside?
from Brookside. Sorry to disturb your story there.
He weren't under patio then.
No, he's not under patio. I shook his hand.
Oh, was he the one
same
on the
one
back?
that was
Was he the
found.
one- was he the
He was
patio one?
patio man.
Ah, was it Trevor Jordash?
Met Anna
Friel's
Friel.
father.
Met Anna Friel.
The only thing I remember about
Well, I got
Brookside
rough end at stick there. He meets Anna Friel and I met Trevor Jordash.
The only thing I remember about Brookside is the lesbian.
Classic.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, the lesbian kid.
Changed my life, mate.
That's it.
Changed my life.
It's the only thing worse.
Saw Anna Friel at Barn. She had this like big, you know, them sort of like floppy 60s hats, style hats. And she's we're at bar, yeah, and I come and I'm like, laying off bar and she's here and there's only me and her and she's getting served. And I love her, Anna Friel. Absolutely, like, I think she's beautiful. So I turned to
Got
her.
on the signed postcard.
Didn't know what I just goes to her. I like your art.
Just because round collecting
Fucking
like
yeah.
She looked,
postcards.
oh no, she just looked at me like,
I like your hat.
Which one do you reckon's less smooth? I like your art or Kim?
no, Libby.
Libby.
Oh, Libby, yeah.
I thought I made a proper tit out of me saying we where he'd said it though, I thought, John McClure, Reverend the Makers, Kim Valentine, I thought, bang, she knows who I am, this is mega. So proper strode in, like thought he might even go in for like kiss on cheek or something. And as I'm like going in like that.
What, like in a yeah, we're equal level.
Yeah.
Vibes. Me and you, we're equal.
You're an actress, I get it, you're in game, aren't you? I'm in a band.
I'm a fucking pop star.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm leaning in for a kiss, and as I'm trying to go in to kiss her, she gives me a postcard. Felt like a rape bell end.
I don't think you were the bell end in all that.
No, but I look like a dick. I'm like, you know when you're like half length over? Like, take a photo of me head so people can see what I mean.
And you're quite tall, so I bet you were. Cause she must only be what 5.5 foot. I bet you're
So I'm
looming.
like, you know when you're like leaning like that?
Looming in.
Like that, yeah?
Yeah.
And she's handing me postcard at the same time. I felt like I'm fucking imposing on, I'm big. Right, now I'm here, fanboying Libby Kennedy. Libby Kennedy is giving me a signed postcard of herself. And I'm accepting it like a fucking weirdo. I want to ask her.
Well, what else can you do then?
I want to-
accept it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
what else can you do?
I took it,
"Oh,
right?"
I don't need your shitty post.
No, I took it.
What else are you gonna do?
Took
What
it.
are you, big time bastard, Kim?
Yeah.
All right, kid.
That's what you should say.
Fucking hell.
Don't you know who I am?
That's Sharon Stone, ain't you? Right. I wanted to ask her, what am I meant to do with this like? What will my wife think? I'm a fan. Well, I used to be, but this is just a bit weird, love.
What's what pose is she doing on the postcard?
Like, press shot. Yeah, like, I want to say a word other than tits, like tits up, basically. Like,
She were a Kimbo on a Ford Fiesta.
Is she smiling or is she like pouting?
yeah, like smiling, like white background, like
big signature done in Sharpie.
done in Sharpie, big signature, like with a big K on it and a big V.
Nice.
Like, look, but, like, yeah.
Nice.
Maybe I was arrogant in assuming she knew who my band were, but at least I'm not walking around giving people signed fucking pictures of myself. What's more, it's a printed signature. At least put the effort in and scribble on a few, Libby. I was in shock. So much so that Toadfish Rebecca walked right past me in the corridor.
Toadie. Now that is a signed postcard I would accept.
So much so that Toadfish Rebecca walked right past me in the corridor. And
He's
I
still
didn't.
in it now, isn't he?
Well, he got excluded from school, and next week you were a lawyer.
True.
Didn't it?
Yeah. Meteoric rise.
Yeah, that did happen. He's still in it now, though.
Like when Tracy Barlow went upstairs in Coronation, I'm flipping to Coronation Street now.
Okay.
She went upstairs and came back down. She was 28. She went upstairs. She was 14.
That's right, you never saw her for years and years.
Oh, yeah.
But now she's a totally different lass.
Really?
We're a long bath.
I never watched Corrie. ITV.
Do you know what?
Off an institution, man.
ITV.
I reckon I ain't watched Coronation Street for about 25 years.
I like Cora.
Watched it overnight, right? I fucking knew what was going off. I knew where everybody were.
My ideal woman. Talking to Kim Valentine.
It's like osmosis, though, isn't it? You just pick up what's going on in Coronation Street. just
Vibrations,
from-
you know.
My ideal woman's in Cora.
Go on.
I love her.
Okay,
I want to
tell
tell
us
if
what.
she's listening. Alison King, I love you.
Oh, wow.
And you got a girlfriend?
Yeah, but she understands my crush on Alison King.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to say Emily Bishop or something then.
No.
Is it one of them where you've got a list of 3 that you would be allowed to
No, I don't have a list of women I'm allowed to shag.
No,
No, I know what you mean. Like, we're married, you have like pass-outs, so like,
Yeah,
go on,
yeah,
who's your pass-outs?
Katy Perry,
And who's your missus's?
Alexander Skarsgård.
Who's he?
Who's
Viking
he?
dude? Thor.
I don't know. He's some Scandi guy who's on.
Who's
in
yours,
films.
Well, it always were Jennifer Aniston, wasn't it? But not so much now.
About Rachel.
She's had all that surgery
Oh,
to.
fucking, what's his face? Gosling.
No,
Ryan
Laura
Ryan
likes.
Gosling.
Can't-
Who's Laura?
Not that I mind. Don't get not like in a jealous way. Like we all have celebrity crushes, don't we? Laura likes that ginger dude who were on Homeland, Damien Lewis.
Brody.
Very weird, all
Does
that.
she?
Yeah.
Ginger, you see.
I can't see it though. Idris Elba, they all like Idris Elba. Who's yours? Number one, Alison King.
Alison King, I told you.
Really, that's top of the list.
From a Linda Block days in Dream Team.
I don't know what you're
That
talking about.
we are now on
Wow.
the bottom end of British, so... Did
No, mine is.
you
No,
never
mine
watch
is.
Dream Team?
No, Sky.
Oh, Chester
As if we had
United,
Sky
football
growing up.
team. They used to like...
Oh yeah, mate. Dream Team.
Liverpool used to play, but they used to change the kit to purple. It looked like they
We
were
weren't
playing.
allowed to have Sky.
Our posh.
You were.
No.
That's right, Chris.
It works
You
in
were-
reverse. That
What?
it works in reverse. Sky when you were kids. Posh kids didn't have Sky.
Posh kids didn't have Sky.
Yeah.
Wait, Eddie, did you have Sky when you were younger? There you go. Posh didn't have Sky. Laura didn't have Sky.
No.
All scummy kids, you know. Everybody.
Premier League, mate. When Premier League came out, we were
Yeah.
playing Sky.
I tell you what it were. When Tyson fought Bruno.
I'm live and kicking.
I know people who were at school whose mum and dad straight up would rather have Sky than pay gas bill.
Yeah.
Like that, it's priorities, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There you go. What's more, it's a printed signature. At least put the effort in and scribble on a few Libby. Calling a Libby now. Fucked off with you, aren't I?
Yeah, fucking. Don't deserve it.
I was in shock. So much so that Toadfish Rebecca walked right past me in the corridor. I didn't even notice. The power of celebrity, eh? The flight home passes over Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Malaysia, India, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Syria, Turkey and more. Do the people down there watch Neighbours too?
No.
Or is it the bonds of a shared language and the Commonwealth and all? Which meant we had it on every tea time. So I get to thinking that there's 17,000 miles between Sheffield and Melbourne, yet I grew up fascinated by what the fictional residents of a cul-de-sac in suburban Australia got up to. So much so that at the age of 9, my mum fought to buy me a Jason Donovan tape for Christmas.
I remember that.
What was his best song?
He did that cover, didn't he? Seal with a Kiss.
I saw him in the production of Josephine's Technicolor Dreamcoats.
On my mother's life.
Now that is the greatest musical ever written.
Fucking brilliant.
I could sing it the whole lot.
It's not
now.
Oliver,
way,
is it,
way
but-
back many centuries ago. I could do the whole lot, start to finish.
Wow.
Poof, like
Why?
that. I love it.
Do you really?
I think it's brilliant. Andrew Lloyd Webber.
I'm going to tell you now. When my mum bought me a Jason Donovan tape, when we were about, I must have been about 7, no, about 8, and he must have been about 4 or 5. You got Kylie Minogue tape, same Christmas.
Were they open with to sing it together? I don't know, that's a bit weird.
What's the best Kylie song?
What's that Kylie tune?
Put yourself in my place.
No.
No.
Go on, it's a great tune.
Latter Day Kylie. It's a banger, mate.
Come on,
I
we
mean,
used to listen to it all the time.
what?
There's a Kylie Minogue song that's like properly amazing.
There's a few pop songs, but they're like
Best
just.
Kylie
Minogue songs, the Chemical Brothers remix of Slow.
Slow, that's the tune.
That's amazing.
Gonna move in your body.
Yeah.
Go on, do it again. Oh, that's quite good though, do it again.
Slow,
No, it's yeah.
yeah,
Slow.
slow.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
I'm fascinated with her. So 17,000 miles away in suburban Australia. So much so that my mum thought to buy me a Jason Donovan tape for Christmas. We played a festival where he was on the bill a couple of years back. It's a small world, isn't it? And it really is.
Is that the end?
That's the end, yeah. Not my last sentence.
Nice.
It is a small world.
What do you think it was with Neighbours? Why is it so popular? Why was it so popular when we were kids? What was it that?
What was the secret
Because-
ingredient of
yeah.
the success?
Because, yeah, I know what you mean, because when you
What was
analyse it, it's toss, isn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't very good. The sets were wobbly. The
were
acting
a-
wasn't great. But what was
They were a smash hit in this
It was
country.
a
weren't they?
combination.
Why, though?
It was a combination of it being Australian, so it's like other side of the world. You've never really had much of that in this country.
Yeah, yeah.
Sunshine.
Oh,
So what is it,
damn.
1985 or 86? It's
Yeah.
Plus, TV's proper exploded.
He's right. He's
And
putting a good
it's
argument
just
forward.
it's on at that time as well. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it were only on in afternoon, like lunchtime originally. It weren't on.
Oh, they
at
used to have
5:30.
two, didn't they?
Yeah,
it
but
half
it
one
weren't
and
on
then
at half
half
five
five?
originally. You weren't on it, so we were all like housewives, people at home, and it just fucking it went. It
They
went
thought about that, the
Yeah.
TV commissioners, didn't they?
You'd hope so, yeah.
Neighbors, everybody needs good neighbors. Just a friendly wave each morning helps to make a better day. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors